Welcome back to Crypto Mafia, guys. Today was great. I was so happy, man. I was just blowing rainbows out my butt all freaking day. The whole crypto market is just floating. Or everything that I'm into, everything that I've been looking at has been floating, and it's great. Let's number one is Cardano. Cardano is up. I mean, what are we at right now? $1.13. This is great news. I mean, I've always been bullish on Cardano, and when Cardano was down to 80 cents, under a dollar, every time I had a little extra cash, I was buying. I figured, you know what, below a dollar, this is great. I'm gonna go all in because eventually I'm so bullish on Cardano that it's gonna be above a dollar, and it paid off. It paid off today, and a lot of people are hating on Cardano. So many people are just talking junk and just saying that it's dead. But if something doesn't move for a few months, right, and they're developing it, then people say, oh, it's dead, it's dead. There's so many people working on Cardano, unlike Ethereum Classic. Now, Ethereum Classic was another one that had a run today, and I'm just like, what is going on? I've looked and looked and looked at what is going on with Ethereum. Is there development? Is there, something going on? Nothing. It's dead. But why are people buying it? I truly think it's name recognition. People get on to, Coinbase, and they get on to Robinhood, and it's right there, Ethereum Classic. And they think, oh, well, this must be Ethereum because they know nothing about cryptocurrency. And then once they realize that Ethereum is the one, Ethereum Classic is not the one, and they learn the story about the fork, and I don't know, maybe they're still in Ethereum and then they sell, but it just seems like every once in a while we just get this crazy run on Ethereum Classic. Anyways, back to Sandbox. I've been talking about Sandbox for probably almost a year now. I first bought Sandbox when it was on the Winklevoss's twins exchange, Gemini, right? That's when I first got into it, and I was buying it then. This is way before the alpha, right? This is almost a year ago, and I talked a little bit about it then, but I didn't know exactly what was going on. And boy, I wish I bought a lot more, but isn't that always the way it is? And the stuff that I did buy and I held, I sold once it went over a dollar. I was like, holy cow, we've been sitting at 10 cents for so long, And this happens all the time. It happened to me with Shiba. But, you got to look at it like this. If you finish out and you're ahead, that's great. You're green, that's great. So I'm happy that I made money on Sandbox when it was going from 25 cents to a dollar. But now I'm still super bullish on Sandbox too. So here it is. Cardano, 1, excellent. Charles Hoskinson, great. 2, my second pick is the Sandbox. Now, the Alpha 2 is out. So there's people playing in the Sandbox now, right? They're building their characters. And you could always build, there's a character builder and like a place where you could build NFTs and stuff like that. I'm really not that into it, but I saw a guy building a dragon he was explaining to me about, and then it's gonna be on his land in the Sandbox, right? Now, land, it's super expensive. I don't know why all this metaverse land is so expensive. I feel like it's kind of really not letting people get involved. It seems like people are buying this Sandbox land as an investment. They're not buying it as something that they're really going to use and play. Now, maybe in the future, like Snoop Dogg isn't going to be out there, making a character. You know what I'm saying? But maybe in the future, people will rent out their Sandbox land. I mean, this could be made in a DAO, and it could run automatically, and you could rent out your land. Party A, the owner, could rent out the land to Party B and let them build a house on it, and they could charge them a monthly fee. I mean, there's so many things that could happen. This is why blockchain technology and cryptocurrency is so amazing, right? So we talked a little bit about Cardano, then we talked a little bit about Sandbox, and I'm holding both of them. Just so you guys know, I hold Cardano, I hold Sandbox. These are what I'm talking about today are cryptocurrencies that I hold. All right. The second one that I had a pretty big gain on just in the last couple of days is VChain. VChain is being used. Okay, I believe BMW, Nike, they use it for moving large sums of money. Just like a lot of countries were talking about, using XRP. Now XRP, it needs to get out of the courts, but VChain is similar to what XRP does. It's being used as a way to transfer money, and it's great. It's up. It's up. What, five? I'm looking. It's up 5%. I'm not sure what the week long is, but there's so many cryptocurrencies now. There's so many of them now that aren't even close to the all-time high. Don't get me wrong. 80% probably will never hit that all-time high again. I really believe that. I really believe 80%. They're never going to go back to that all-time high. You think Internet Computer is going to go back to its all-time high? No, it's not going to happen. Maybe in 500 years when inflation totally blows the dollar to nothing. But anytime soon, no, they're not going to go back to the all-time high. But there's so many cryptocurrencies that are so far below the all-time high. If you think that they're good, if you think they have a future, those would be the ones that I personally would jump onto. If you like where the development team is going, but this is one of the things I've been stating it time and time again. You need to look if these tokens are being developed. Is there an active developing team on it? Where are they going? Are they following I forget what it's called, the goals that they set that's on the white paper? Are they following those goals? Are they reaching those goals? Are they making things happen for the future? Are there people actually involved with it? Using the service if it's a service, playing the game if it's a game, developing the code, right? This is what you need to look at when you find a token that you like. But that's why I dig the ones that I dig. I don't know how long this run's gonna last for, right? I'm trying to think of, should I sell some of this and take some of the profit in Cardano, for instance, where I am right now. Now look, some of you guys might say, well, look, some one of these you might want to take profits and the other one you don't. But I look at it like this: everything that I'm investing in, there are things that I believe are gonna be around in 2 years. I don't think they're gonna fall by the wayside. Now something I might jump into and make some profit and then sell, or jump into and lose some money and then sell. Sure, I do that. But what I'm talking about right now are long-term plays. These are things that you're going to hold for a year, 2 years, 5 years. You know what I mean? And I truly believe that Sandbox is gonna be a long-term. It's gonna be a long-term investment. That's the way I really look at it. Now let's talk about how this war and the government's actions are going to affect cryptocurrency. Okay. Now, the Fed essentially stole money from Russia and Russian citizens. I mean, really, that's the way I look at it, okay? The Russian government, they had money in the Fed. The Fed acts like a giant bank, right? So they hold money for people, and all the assets that were held by Russians, they're getting snatched up by the government. Who's the first guy in space? That Russian guy? They're removing his name off stuff. I mean, this is insanity. I'm sorry, the cosmonaut. This is off topic. Let's get reeled in. Anyways, snatching up the money, the financial reserves that Russia has in America. This is just going to drive people away from the dollar. During World War II, Germany had money in the Bank of England, and they honored that money. They gave that back to Germany, okay? You can't just go around stealing money if you're a government from another government like that. You can't just sanction them, because it's this monetary game. It's hurting the people. It's hurting the people. The little people are always the ones that suffer. An oligarch's not gonna starve to death, but a little person will. But this is what's going to drive people more into cryptocurrency. If they got their money snatched up by the government because you donated money to the truckers, you live in Russia, and you lose access to your bank account, even if it's for a month, A lot of things could have happened during that month where you needed access to your money. But a lot of it's going to be kept forever. You think those boats are going to, the big yachts are going to get returned to the oligarchs? Maybe. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. Maybe the French president, Elango Macaron, maybe he's going to be sailing around in a yacht in the Mediterranean, right? I mean, it's just unbelievable. It makes me feel, wow, I have this money in the bank. What if the government suddenly says, hey, I'm taking this money. I'm taking crypto's money. What the heck? That'd be insane. That's not going to happen if you have your crypto in a cold storage wallet. I jumped on the cold storage wallet bandwagon. I'm putting the majority of my stuff in there. I'm at a point where I'm just holding long term because the crypto market's so low right now. So many of the top 50 tokens are so low right now. I think it's a great time to buy. Anyways, God bless. Stay green. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.